Hey, what's up everybody? Angelic Vixen here. Today I'm going to teach you all about the Structures Plus Hatchery. This thing is incredible. And as I mentioned, it kind of works in conjunction with other things like the hitching post, the nanny, so on and so forth. But this thing really does free up a lot of your time. It makes things so much easier, and it actually protects your eggs. Once it picks up the eggs, you don't have to worry about, people being able to steal them. So, I want to get right into it. And for those that are going to come in and be like, oh, well, the hatchery is just too OP and it'll ruin official Ark. Seriously, guys, nobody cares about that. Just enjoy a tutorial about something really cool, because more than likely this thing will not be put into official because it is so OP. However, people do play on their own PC servers and they have Structures Plus. So if you have Structures Plus, use the hatchery. The thing frees up so much time, so you can spend your time doing other things like grinding metal all day, so you can have bullets and weapons and so on and so forth. But I'm really excited to share this with you. This thing has been really incredible, and if you have single player on PC, add Structures Plus because it's fun. Why not try stuff that's fun? I mean, some of the mods make things so much easier, but you know what? I would rather try them and know how it works than sit there and complain about it. Seriously, guys. Anyway, let's get right into this tutorial so I can show you the OP-ness of the Structures Plus Hatchery. Alright, so you have to be a level 30 to unlock the engram to make the hatchery. And hatchery basically is this. It collects fertilized eggs, won't pick up eggs at or below 1% incubation, incubates the eggs in the inventory, only incubates to 1%, boosts egg production of nearby dinos, and to power it, you either need a tech generator or refertilizer to fuel it. And then to make the hatchery, you need 20 dinosaur eggs. That's simple enough with things like, dillos or dodos. You need 50 keratin and 500 thatch. So honestly, it's not that expensive to make, and it's reasonable. Level 30, that's completely reasonable. So, this is easy to make, low level, and it's highly beneficial. And I want to go over how to make the refertilizer because a lot of people have never made it and never used it. It's actually really simple. You make it in the mortar and pestle, and the ingredients that you need is 1 rare mushroom, 1 rare flour, 4 spark powder, 1 fertilizer, and 3 oil. This is something you might want to consider putting into your gameplay anyway, because the refertilizer is actually very beneficial. Alright, so let me show you how it works. So you put the refertilizer in, or you use the tech generator, and you activate the hatchery. Once the hatchery is activated, then you want to go over and start breeding your dinos. So if you use the hitching post, you can leave them on wandering the whole time, and every time they're ready to mate, they will automatically mate for you. So right here, I'm going to show you, I'm going to enable their wandering, so that way they'll actually have their egg. Once they have their egg, then the hatchery, after, I think it's like 20 seconds. It might be a little bit longer than that. I was timing it, but I wasn't really sure. It's like 20 some seconds, and it will automatically pick up the egg for you and put it into the hatchery. When it puts it into the hatchery, it starts to incubate it. You no longer have to have, like a ridiculous amount of eggs all over the place, in your little breeding area, with the AC units or the fires, however you're doing it. This thing will actually store all of the fertilized eggs in the actual inventory, incubate it to 1%, and it just stays there. It's completely safe. Nobody else can get into it, and all you got to do is pull them out, put them on the ground, and as long as you have your AC units, your fires, whatever you need to actually hatch the egg that you're trying to get, boom, done. It's that simple. You don't have to worry about it anymore at all. And as I mentioned, we keep everything on hitching posts, so they automatically keep breeding, which means we have just a ridiculous amount of eggs, which is great in case you lose your dinos, especially taking Rexes into boss fights. You might lose some. So, it automatically will just keep picking them up. And as you can see here, there's 53 of 50. And what we've noticed is that even though there's a limit, it keeps picking up the eggs. So we can move them over to our refrigerators and then just keep going. But either way, it's been picking them up past their actual limit. So obviously that's a glitch that may not stay forever, but as of right now, that is working. So that's really, a fun fact, because we just leave all of our Rexes to constantly be breeding because we need them for boss fights. So as you can see here, the majority of what's in the hatchery right now in the inventory is Rex fertilized eggs. So as you can see, you just pull them from the inventory, drop them on the ground, and as long as you have your AC units or fires, you know, wherever they need to be, then they hatch. Within like less than a minute, they'll hatch and then you're done. So I mean, this thing frees up so much time, so much risk, because we've known countless people who have lost fertilized eggs, especially in PvE, because people would sneak into their base, wait for them to drop their eggs, and then they would steal them. And that actually happens a lot. Well, in this instance, I mean, the chances are less likely for this to occur because it does automatically pick up the eggs and it incubates them in its inventory. So as long as you don't have the thing unlocked, nobody can touch your fertilized eggs. It prevents a lot of thieving. You know what I mean? The thieves can't steal the eggs. So yeah, this thing has been so nice. We don't have to worry anymore, and it does. It frees up our time to do other things, you know, fun things, boss fights, caves. So I hope this video was helpful. You know, I think there's so many benefits to Structures Plus, and we've actually found things that aren't working properly, and Beast is going to go over those soon in some upcoming videos, because Structures Plus isn't perfect, and some of Wildcard stuff is actually better. I know, it blew my mind too. But, you know, just use it. Enjoy it. You know, don't let the salty people be like, oh, it's too OP. Oh, this won't be an official. You know, it's like not everybody plays official. You know, some people play PC and they got all the mods. You guys are just jealous on console. I know when I played Xbox only, I was. But not no more, because now we got all 3 platforms. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. You know, and as always, until next video, keep surviving.
My work saved the human race.